What if the stars in the night sky are nothing more than pixels on a giant screen? For decades, we looked at the stars and wondered if we were alone in the vast emptiness of space. A massive batch of newly declassified military documents from the year 2025 changes everything we thought we knew about our world. These secret files do not just prove that UFOs are real. They reveal something much more shocking about the very nature of our universe. The strange craft captured on military cameras do not fly like normal machines. They bend the laws of physics, vanish in thin air, and move at speeds that should rip any metal apart. You look closely at the data, these objects do not look like visitors from another distant planet. They look exactly like glitches in a computer program. This matters to you because your entire life, your memories, and everything you touch might be part of a massive digital simulation. If these craft are actually glitches or admin tools used by the creators of our world, then our reality is not what it seems. Today, we are going to dive deep into these shocking files to see the evidence with our own eyes. You will discover how these craft defy our rules of space and time. We will show you exactly how the latest data points to a coded world. If you're ready to uncover the truth behind our simulated universe, hit like and subscribe to join us on a journey through the mysteries of simulation theory. Let's get started. To understand what is happening, we must look at how the idea of a simulated universe connects to these new files. A long-time thinkers and scientists have wondered if a highly advanced civilization could build a hyper-realistic computer world. Technology keeps growing, someone will eventually create a simulation so perfect that the beings inside it think it is real. This is what we call simulation theory. The past, this was just a fun thought experiment for scientists and philosophers. They used math to show it is highly possible. Now, the 2025 declassified files give us real-world data to test this theory. These government documents contain radar logs, pilot statements, and video footage that can no longer be hidden from the public. This information is highly relevant right now because our own technology is starting to create virtual worlds. If we can do it, who is to say someone did not already build our world a long time ago? In the sections ahead, we will break down the specific files that show these strange craft in action. We will look at how they move without making sound and how they enter the ocean without a splash. We will also explore what this means for human history and our future. It is time to step outside of our comfort zone and face a reality that is stranger than fiction. Every piece of data we examine leads us closer to a truth that will change how you view your daily life. Why are these objects suddenly showing up more often in our skies? The answers hidden inside these documents will shock you to your core as we prepare to look at the massive problem these objects present to our standard view of science. The big problem we face when looking at these 2025 files is that these objects break our science. Traditional science says that nothing with mass can travel faster than light or change direction instantly without crushing force. Yet the military logs show these craft doing exactly that. They stop instantly, change direction at sharp angles, and accelerate to thousands of miles per hour in a single second. Imagine playing a video game where a character moves from one side of the screen to the other in a single frame. That is not how objects move in the real world, but it is exactly how code behaves when it updates. Think of our universe as a massive video game map. If you throw a ball in a game, the computer calculates where it goes. If you have access to the game code, you can just change the position of the ball instantly without making it travel through the space between. This is the exact challenge these declassified files present to our brightest minds. Our scientists are trying to explain these objects using regular rocket science, but rocket science does not apply here. Files show these objects have no engines, no wings, and no visible exhaust. They do not emit heat like a normal jet engine does. This creates an eerie mystery that cannot be solved by ordinary means. Are we looking at secret government craft? Or are we looking at the mouse cursor of the programmer moving across the sky? The deeper we dig into these accounts, the more we realize that our current laws of physics might just be boundaries set by a programmer. The boundaries keep us trapped inside the map, unable to see the true machine running behind the scenes. Let us take a moment to imagine what it would feel like to see one of these objects up close. Picture yourself as a military pilot flying high above the dark ocean late at night. The sky is perfectly clear, and your instruments show everything is normal. Suddenly, a bright light appears right in front of your jet. It does not show up on your standard radar at first, but your visual sensors lock onto it. The object is a smooth sphere with a cube inside it, floating completely still against a strong wind. You try to follow it, but it suddenly blinks out of existence and reappears 10 miles behind you in less than a heartbeat. Visual screens on your dashboard flash with errors because the computer cannot comprehend how an object moved that fast. This is not a scene from a science fiction movie. This is a real event detailed in the 2025 files. If this is true, the psychological impact is profound. It means our universe can be modified at any moment by an outside force. This leaves us with deep questions about our own free will and existence. If the fabric of our space can be rewritten, are our own thoughts and choices just pre-programmed lines of code? Think about how a video game character feels if it could think. It would believe its world is real until it hits an invisible wall at the edge of the map. These UFO sightings are the invisible walls of our reality. They show us the spots where the simulation has to work harder to render the graphics. As we look closer at these files, we find even stranger details that suggest someone is watching us from outside the game. The single most shocking piece of evidence in the 2025 declassified files involves the data structure of the craft itself. When military sensors analyzed the energy fields around these objects, they did not find radiation or exhaust. Instead, they detected a highly structured pattern of quantum pulses that matched the basic binary logic used in advanced computing. It is as if the craft are made of pure information rather than metal and bolts. This is scientific logic at its most terrifying. If the craft are made of data, then the space they occupy is also made of data. This means the objects are not traveling through our atmosphere. They are changing the values of the pixels in our universe. This realization fills us with a sense of awe and terror. We are not looking at flesh and blood aliens from a distant galaxy. We are looking at the basic building blocks of our reality being manipulated right before our eyes. Files contain specific accounts where multiple craft merge into a single object, much like how data files combine on a hard drive. There is no crash, no sound, and no release of energy when this happens. It is a seamless update to the environment. This strongly suggests that the creators of our world are interacting with the simulation, perhaps fixing errors or monitoring our progress as we develop our own artificial intelligence.
This realization forces us to reconsider everything we know about human history and our place in the cosmos.
The implications of this data go far beyond simple physics, foreshadowing a future where humanity might finally find a way to hack the very code of existence. In summary, the newly released 2025 declassified files provide a whole new perspective on how we view the universe. We have looked at how these strange craft move in ways that defy our laws of physics, acting more like digital glitches than physical machines. We explored the incredible speed, the lack of heat signatures, and the strange binary data patterns that military sensors detected around them. All of these clues point toward the mind-bending conclusion that we are living inside a highly advanced simulation. This idea brings a deep sense of wonder to our everyday lives. Every time you look up at the sky, you are looking at the boundary of a grand digital creation. It makes us realize that the world is much bigger and more mysterious than our daily routines suggest. Knowing this can inspire us to live with more curiosity and to question the world around us. We should not take our reality for granted. Instead, we should look at every unexplained phenomenon as an opportunity to learn more about the code that builds our world. Truth is out there, hidden in plain sight within these military documents, waiting for us to piece the puzzle together. Mystery of the simulation is the greatest adventure of our time, and we are just beginning to scratch the surface of what is truly possible. Every day brings new data, and every file brings us one step closer to understanding the true nature of our existence as we continue to watch the skies for the next big clue. What do you think about these 2025 declassified files? Do you believe these strange objects are proof that we live in a simulation? Or is there another explanation for this data? I want to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below. If you want to see more mind-bending evidence, check out our next video where we look at more secrets of the universe. If you enjoyed this exploration of simulation theory, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you're ready for more interesting content on the simulation theory, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.